told you to see it. I told you,
My
you got.
home must be very Amiga first up.
affecting Discord. It's like a disease. Discord will terminate the server, and within 30 minutes, they'll make a whole new one. So I'm gonna tell you everything about this scam, maybe a little too much to be honest, because it is ridiculously easy to avoid. Now, the way the scam works is that you'll get a DM on Roblox about some offer regarding your Roblox outfit. And by the way, this was DM'd a day ago from the time of recording, so this is a very active scam. But hello, I am contacting you to discuss paying you for permission to use one of your outfits you were wearing in my game. I am the lead developer and co-founder of Vic Games, a game development group on Roblox. You were wearing an outfit on Roblox that really influenced the style I wanted to use for a character dialogue in our game, but we need permission first so we don't get DMCA copyrighted by you for using your outfit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, if I was this Roblox game developer, I wouldn't even ask for permission, I would just use your outfit and tweak it slightly. Realistically, that's what people would do. But anyways, this guy, he's like a Nigerian prince because he'd love to hear the price you want for it, as they have a very big budget, and they will pay you any amount that you want.
What you can buy with a $1 billion.
We will pay you up front and go first with the payment. Anyways, if you're interested, please join our server and directly ping us in the development channel regarding our offer. And the reason why they abbreviated it is to bypass any spam filter, but they want you to join the Vic Games Discord server. Now, we could read the rest of this crap, but I want to get my Vic Games $3 gazillion. Now, side note, when I was actually scripting this video, the server got terminated. My heart was broken. I thought this video was gonna go away, and then I waited a whopping 30 minutes, and ladies and gentlemen, I can now join the new scam server because it's up and running again. So this is the Vic Games Discord server. Now, a little secret between you and me, I'm running Vencord, which is a client modification that allows me to see every single channel in a Discord server. And as you can see, this Discord server has 4 channels. We have verification, we have some rules, and we have a general channel that has absolutely nothing in it. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, to even do anything, I need to verify on the server. And to verify, I need to use this row-linked bot. Now, for some reason, these scammers always like reusing the same scam bot name. So right now it's called row-linked, but after this video comes out, they'll probably change it to row-linker or something slightly different. But it tells you to verify your Roblox account, so you click on the button, and it takes you to a website called rowlinked.co. Now, if you click on visit website, you might get stopped by this video sponsor, Guardio. Now, Guardio is a browser extension that protects you on the internet by stopping you from visiting malicious websites just like this one. And I know you probably think, I don't need this. I got 2-factor authentication. Well, spoiler alert for the video, the scam deals with that and it still takes your account. So it is nice to have another layer of security which protects you from Roblox scams like this, all the way up to nasty websites that try to download malware on your computer. But Guardio does a lot more than just blocking websites, because Guardio will scan the internet to let you know if your personal information has been exposed in a data breach, and will also let you know in real time. And is your browser being bombarded with annoying pop-up notifications or being flooded with ads because your stupid brother went on your computer? Well, Guardio can clean all that out of your browser and prevent it from happening in the future. And since you can share this protection with 4 of your friends or family, you can install Guardio on your brother's laptop, and now he'll leave you alone for once in your life. It's worth every penny. Now, from my experience, Guardio is the first to detect new scam websites, and with Guardio having over 1 million users and being featured by Google, it's honestly a no-brainer to use. So try out Guardio and scan your browser for free at guard.io/NTTS. It takes less than 30 seconds, and if you use my link in the description, you get a 7-day free trial and 20% off your monthly subscription. Guardio, thank you for sponsoring this video. But since I know what I'm doing, I'm going to continue to the website because I need to show you what it does. So this is the row-linked website, Roblox on Discord made easy. Now, it's going to tell you to connect row-linked by telling you to show your bookmarks bar, and you're supposed to drag this little button into your bookmarks. So anyways, now that I have this bookmark at the very top, if I go into Roblox and I click on this bookmark, congratulations, your Roblox account will be stolen. Because here's the thing, this bookmark is actually a whole bunch of code. If I edit it, we open it up, you see this URL, it is longer than the list of reasons why I just want to stop living. It's a very long link. And this isn't some sort of website, you know, you're not bookmarking grandma's cookie recipe. This is actually called a bookmarklet, which is a bookmark that runs code on a website. And as with any time you run code on any website, do not run code on a website if you don't know what it's doing. And well, what is this code doing? Well, you can actually right-click the bookmark, copy link address, and you can paste in all this code, which is too big for Discord, I guess. But if I paste it into Notepad, you can see this code is completely unreadable because it's obfuscated. The scammers behind this scam don't want you looking into the the code. But my mama told me if you're nice to some people, they might help you out a little bit. Oh, look at that. We have the code completely unjambled into something that we can understand. Now, looking at code is completely boring. I'd put myself to sleep if we went through and just read this thing. So I'm going to make it work for you visual people. But the way that it starts is that when you click on that bookmark, it is going to go through your Roblox private messages and look to see if you got a DM from Vic Games. Because if you didn't receive the scam DM, then how did you fall for the scam? They're trying to make sure you're not like a nerd like me that's trying to expose the scam. They want to make sure that you're an idiot that fell for this message. And if you did get this Vic Games DM, then what will happen is that this code will automatically make you send a friend request to the scammer, which gives them a heads up, hey, you found a victim that fell for your really obvious scam. And after that friend request, that's when the scamming starts, and that's where things really start to pick up. Because here's the thing, it starts to inject code into the Roblox website. It's a pop-up for the Rolinker agreement saying Rolinker can view your Roblox username. Let's play a game. What happens when you click on agree and continue? Well, what it does is it goes into your Roblox account and figures out how much Robux you have on your account. And if you have a little Robux on your account, what it's going to do is it's going to find an item made by the scammer on the marketplace, and it is going to purchase it, which takes your Robux from you and gives it to the scammer, but just to really rub it in and to leave no trace that you got scammed. They're also going to go into your inventory and delete the item, the scam item that you bought. They're trying to cover their traces. So already this malicious bookmark stole your Robux, but then it gets a lot worse. Because here's the thing, this scam also tries to steal your Roblox account under two important conditions. First off, the scammer has a massive list, like a really massive list of Roblox user IDs of people that they want to scam. So these are popular developers, maybe people with a lot of money. If your Roblox account is in this list and you run this bookmark, it is going to try and steal your Roblox account, but that's just one condition. But the second reason why a scammer might want to steal your Roblox account, which this code automatically does, is if you have a lot of important and expensive items on your Roblox account. Because this code will go through your Roblox inventory and it will figure out the recent average price for every single one of your items. And if the value of your account is over 2,000 Robux, it'll proceed with trying to take your account. But if your Roblox account isn't one that they're trying to target, or it's an account that has nothing on the account, this code will automatically just show you an error saying unable to link account. Your account is not qualified to be linked to Rolinker. Alternative accounts are not allowed. So they're trying to make sure if they scam someone, they're actually scamming someone that has something on their account. Now, I really hope you guys are like smart and use two-factor authentication and pins on your Roblox account, but the scam accounts for that. And that's why things are scary, because here's the thing, if you click agree and continue and you have a pin on your Roblox account, it will say account pin locked. Unlock the pin attached to your account to continue, and it'll tell you to open settings. It'll take you to your Roblox parental settings. Now, after unlocking your pin, you still have one safety measure on your account, two-factor authentication. If we go back to the bookmark code, it is adding a whole bunch of HTML to your page to show you this fake pop-up. Now, it did make a request where Roblox will send you an email, or this is where things get tricky. You might have two-factor authentication with, Google Authenticator, whatever you use. They also made the bookmark account for that, because if you actually have an authenticator app, it will show you generated by an authenticator app, so you think it's actually real. But once you enter in your two-factor authentication code, your fate is sealed, your Roblox account is gone. Because the second you get scammed, the Roblox scam bookmark does the following things. First off, it's going to set your birthday to February 2nd, 2022. Congratulations, you're 2 years old. But they're setting your Roblox account to be under 13 years old, because what happens is that when your Roblox account is under 13 years old, Roblox has to remove all your previous account emails due to COPPA laws, which makes it extremely hard to recover your account. And once they do that, then they'll go into your account settings and change your email address to theirs. And my urge to put the email address in this video is at a sky high, but we'll avoid that for now. Now, at this point, you're still logged into your Roblox account, and also when you click verify, it'll just give you the same error as before. Your account is not qualified, but in the background, what is going on is that this code is going into your Roblox groups, because as a reminder, they're trying to target developers. That's what that big list of numbers were for. They're going to go into your Roblox groups. They're going to look into the payouts of your Roblox group, and they change it so that you, the hacked account, will receive all the money from the group. Now, that sounds like a good thing, except remember, this isn't your account anymore. They changed the email. And to finish you off, and to really kick you in the face, at the very end, the code will enable email two-step verification, which will automatically sign you out. Everything that just happened, the scammer stealing your Robux, tricking you into unlocking your account PIN, then tricking you into giving a 2-step verification code. All of that stuff that I just explained for however many minutes happens within like 30 seconds. And people fall for it because, oh, this pop-up's in the Roblox.com website. Why should I even worry about it? Now, I'll have this tweet linked in the description, but recovering your account is a chore. And from what I've seen in the way things are, it is going to be tough to get your Roblox account back. This will be like weeks of pain and torture. So if you want to avoid all that, make sure people know that you should never ever trust bookmarks, because it could be running code that could do a lot of stuff that you have no idea about. Now here's the thing, this bookmarklet scam is starting to get a lot worse, because before the Vic game, oh, is it working right now? Oh baby, hallelujah. So you'll notice the reason why it's getting worse is because the general chat is absolutely bumping with people. I have a million warnings and I'm proud of it. I go to the Souls RNG Discord server, no idea what it's about, I don't play Roblox. This person said I have a million warnings and I'm proud about it. This person said Lathea, which I think is a pretty strange sentence to say. I don't say that on the regular. We go back to the Vic Games chat, we scroll down, and Lathea. I could keep going through examples, but it's pretty clear. What's happening is that there is a bot that these scam owners are running that will just go through the Souls RNG Discord server and just get every single one of their messages of, should I watch Rick and Morty? No. And then they'll send it in the Vic Games Discord server. No, Jared from Target, you should not watch Rick and Morty. By the way, these are all bot accounts. So this is one thing they do to trick you into thinking that this is a real server. Now, after your Roblox account gets hacked and taken away from you, what happens to all your items that the scammer stole? Well, fortunately for me, I didn't have to look very hard, because one of my viewers sent me a screenshot of the Vic Game server where this alien head creature guy pinged everyone for some reason, and that was his biggest mistake, because if you click on the profile, their Discord username is Infinite Blocks. But after this dude that runs the scam server takes all your Robux items, well, they gotta sell the Roblox items somewhere, and there are Discord servers up the wazoo, specifically this one here called The Stock, which is a server where people sell their Roblox items, and it seems pretty good. They have a getting flashbacks from that Middleman video, but they also have scam alerts, so they do care about people scamming. They don't want scamming on their Discord server, except when I search for Infinite Blocks, he has a post, but you can see our scammer selling 25,000 Robux worth of items, selling for really cheap rates because he stole them from kids. DM me offers cryptocurrency only. Now the cherry on top of this all is that you can see this guy has a special role. In fact, he's considered the top stalker. He sells a lot on this Discord server. Now, it would be a shame if someone reported his illegal activities to the staff members in the server. Yeah, it turns out every single person in the server is aware that this guy scams kids on Roblox. Like, he's well known. They're not going to do anything because it would hurt business. Yes, I love supporting people that steal from kids on Roblox, so our Discord server is more popular. This is why I'll never have kids. Now, in terms of this scammer, this isn't his first rodeo, by the way. In fact, this is his, I think it's been like 2 or 3 scams so far that he's done, but he's done the exact same scam that people have been falling for a long time. In fact, remember the first message I showed you? That was on July 9th, very recently. But if we look at this Roblox RTC tweet about this company called Motive Creations, wow, that logo, Vic Games looks extremely similar because scammers can't choose a different graphic design template. But this is exactly the same scam, the offer regarding buying your Robux game, but it happened during April 20th. In fact, this one scammer, most of the scams that you'll probably see regarding this Roblox stuff is run by a single dude who is a stereotypical Roblox scamming degenerate. Short, fat, pale skin because he doesn't get any sunlight. That's a sleeper build, all right. But whenever our scammer feels a little bit insecure about himself, then he has to pull up with flexing a Rolex watch on his scam server. I don't know why scammers do this. They gotta prove that they make money. Dude, no one cares. Now, just before I wrap up, turn off the computer, and reconsider my life choices, I want to point out that Roblox did make a public service announcement about this scam on April 25th, but again, it seems like every single week I get about 20 people telling me they fell for this scam. And while I wish Roblox could like add some crazy system putting all their engineers' brains together to prevent people from getting scammed, the reality is that it seems like the only people that will actually do anything are people that report this server and get it terminated off Discord, even though after being terminated, it'll take 30 seconds for it to come back. It gets terminated, it's got the same invite, and Discord's like, yes, let's keep it up and running. But anyways, if you want to get rid of Vic Games, then what you want to do is you want to report their scam Rolinked bot to Discord's developer compliance, and I'll have this linked in the description as always. But more more importantly, you want to take down their rolinked.co website. In this case, it redirects to rolinked.com, but you want to report this website for phishing. You can report it to Google's safe browsing, which I'll have linked in the description, but then it's also a good practice to report it to Microsoft Security Intelligence, link in the description again. But reporting it both to Microsoft and Google just gives that one final last stand against a kid getting scammed. That big red screen saying, Timmy, this is a scam, go play Roblox Pizza Simulator or something, I don't know. Anyways, gamers, I'm gonna be honest with you, the guy behind the scam is gonna get really egotistical and start spamming me in Discord, and I'm looking forward to it, baby. I'm excited. That's the reward for making this video. Anyways, make sure to spread the word, and that's all she wrote. Mwah! I honestly think Discord and Roblox scammers have given up at this point because I have a collection of stupid scams that are honestly more dumb than dangerous. And I want to start off with the Discord waifu scam, or spam depending on how you look at it. But in this Reddit post, someone got a friend request from waifu. And by the way, if you just turn off your friend requests from everyone, you won't have to deal with this. But the thing about this special little waifu is that in their Discord profile, in their about me, it says, hi, bust down to me, you know what I say? There is an OnlyFans link, and I so unfortunately had to go on OnlyFans to get to the bottom of this. And it actually turns out this isn't a scam. It's a real OnlyFans link. It's not some sort of fake website that's trying to take your credit card. This is a real account. In fact, what makes things even more strange is that this is a free OnlyFans account, which didn't really make a whole sense to me until I had to read their bio and learn about this innocent person who likes watching anime and play games, and they're still rigging. I hate myself. But digging a little bit deeper, it turns out the way that they make their money is by making special custom videos, which cost money. And boys, I never go outside, but you don't need to stoop this low to interact with a woman. Just start exercising, find some hobbies that allow you to meet new people and to go outside and start conversations with more people. But the whole reason why you got this friend request, of course, is advertising. And this is some shady advertising. They infected our holy land of Discord. And they don't care because the adult side of the internet is pretty horrendous in terms of advertising. I'll watch one of those videos for the lore, of course. And while the action-packed scenes are going on, someone's playing some online casino website. Alright, so changing topics before things get too awkward, I want to talk about the next scam, which are Discord begging bots. It turns out recently a lot of people have been getting DM'd by people saying, sorry if I bother you with a cute Pikachu gif. I'm wondering if you need your Xbox Game Pass code from Discord gifts, because I need, it's a requirement, I need that Xbox Game Pass or my family's gonna die and starve. Yeah, if you're completely unaware, if you decide to give Discord money, which is a mistake already, they'll try to make it up to you by giving you free stuff in Discord. Now, I'm not using any of this crap. Duolingo, I don't care. Use this code, someone already used it already. But sometimes Discord will actually give you something good, like an Xbox PC Game Pass. Now, are both of these anime people that DM you on Discord going to get Xbox Game Pass so they can redeem it for themselves and play the best Game Pass game on the planet, Psychonauts 2? No. They're gonna sell your 3-month trial on one of these shady websites, which, by the way, most of these are already overpriced because, again, you get it for free. But yes, these annoying people that are randomly DMing you are DMing thousands and thousands and thousands of people, annoying the ever-living shit out of them just so that they could take your Xbox Game Pass code and sell it. And you don't have to take my word for it, by the way, because one of my viewers said, you're gonna sell it, and the person begging said yes, because I need money. I think there's better things you can do with your time than sending thousands and thousands of DMs just to get a $3 code, which again is still overpriced. You can get them for like 99 cents. And now I'm gonna shift over to more of the Roblox scams, but the Roblox scammers have finally gone to a platform that will get them more victims, TikTok, because there's a lot of iPad kids that are ready to fall for the most obvious scam on the planet. In fact, there's this live stream here, which
I got 200 Robux from me and Viral. How's everyone's day going on?
Has it been good? Well, even if it's been...
Now, not only is it bad that you have to listen to two British people talking, but if you just look anywhere on the screen, 100 Robux giveaway. Join me, profile link on the bio to get donated. 500 Robux for every followers. There's so much stuff going on the screen, I actually feel like I'm at a casino right now. And like every pensioner on the planet that's years from dying, I want to go to the casino and win big. So I'm going to click on this guy's profile and get my free Robux. Join me to get donated. So I click on their link tree, and they have a Roblox profile. And I click on the webpage, it opens up Roblox. Hey, I got 2 years left to live. Can we speed this thing up? Thank you. And baby, I'm going to join them for my free Robux. And now it tells me to log in. But I've actually covered this scam before, because if we take a look at the URL that we're logging into, this is not actually Roblox, it's roblnox.com. This is a phishing website, which is a fake website that's meant to take your username and password. So if you type in your username and password. It's not going to Roblox, it's going to the scammers. But the amount of spam that's going on in this chat is nothing, because there's only 19 viewers. In fact, there's a bunch of these live streams, and the biggest one that I found had 254 people, and the chat is more active than when a Twitch streamer accidentally shows their feet on camera. There's like 2 scams going on here, just to make it clear. There's a video that's just looping. If you actually look, this person's looking for the Dante3 username, but if you look through all of these messages, which is an absolute chore, it doesn't exist like my father figure. There is no one in here that said that username, because this is just a video that they made that's being played on loop, and somehow every single one of these skibbity toilet sklinge brain individuals just don't realize that. But if any of these TikTok users actually develop a frontal lobe and can learn to read, if you check their bio to claim your Robux, it's gonna take you to not Roblox, RNO blocks. And to be honest for a second, let's pretend we're a parent. Would you rather have a pyramid scheme daughter trying to sell essential oils, or would you rather have a son like this who's doing Roblox scam live streams? I think the answer is pretty clear. I'll be getting those essential oils. However, all these scams are absolutely nothing, because all this is just videos on loop. Automated garbage. No one is actually hustling for the true scam until we have this champion here. Did his stream just end? I'm gonna lose it. Now, over the next 2 hours, I started looking for more and more scam Roblox live streams, and during that 2-hour period, I came across live streams like this from Mommy Robux. Now, Mommy Robux has a trick up her sleeve, or probably it's a guy, let's be honest here. But this scammer has a trick up their sleeve, because when you go to their profile, it's not a fake Roblox website they link you to. In fact, this scam... Mommy Robux... I can't say mommy. In fact, Mommy Robux has a treat for us, because when you click on heylink.me, it takes you to this website. And when you click here to claim your 15,000 Robux, it takes you to f***ing Temu, bro. The whole point of this is them trying to get Temu referrals. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. Mommy Robux coming in with the clutch. Ladies and gentlemen, I stumbled across a live stream which matches exactly what I've been looking for. So we have this dude who is doing please donate and coins equals Robux. On TikTok, they have little coins that you can send as donations to the person making the live stream. It's kind of like Twitch bits. You know what it is, man. You've seen those TikTok NPCs, people, ice cream. So good. Anyways, during this live stream, there's this person who sent their username. They got sent Robux, and believe it or not, if you just scroll down long enough and you wait for the kid's brain's frontal lobe to turn on and activate, they didn't receive the Robux. And the thing is you can see this guy's actually like reading the chat. Caleb Sims 103, boom, right there. I said collected fake money. Did you see that? Yeah, we finally got it. I don't even know what's going on at this point, but it's okay because I have CSI investigation skills of looking at the damn live stream. You can see that this guy, his name is Dev Say, and I went on Roblox and I searched for Dev Say, but I scrolled down far enough and he got this new badge called Welcome, and I clicked on it, and you can earn this badge in Please Donate, but with fake Robux. You play a fake Roblox game, and then you ask people for donations on your stream. Oh no, this dude sent 100 coins. Yo, how much is a coin, man? Okay, he basically sent $1. I wonder how many times these kids have sent $1 and then realized that they don't get Robux. This person joined back again. They got scammed and they joined back again. He put his username again. This thing right in the middle of your screen is a red flag that this whole entire live stream is a scam. Yet we have this dude coming back and spamming his usernames and sending 100 coins again. This person doesn't have memory. And after sending their last 70 coins on TikTok, Jesus is King left the live stream and never came back. And I hope he learns his lesson. You can be a stupid kid and get scammed in the most obvious ways on the planet. Anyways, gamers, that's all I got. And if you learned absolutely nothing in terms of educational value, then leave a like and subscribe and you'll get 5 gazillion Robux. Or 0. Anywho, time for me to start my TikTok live stream. I love you. Mwah! We've all seen those dumb free Robux giveaway YouTube live streams that somehow manage to have hundreds of gullible Roblox kiddos spamming their usernames in chat. But I have even more scams to show you that will make you lose all your brain cells. Plus, I also hack into one of the websites. Anywho, my whole journey started off when a viewer sent me this Twitter account, RBloxHB. Sorry, I misread that. But this Twitter account has 500,000 followers, 500,000 followers, and what type of content do they post? Well, it's not looking good so far. Let's keep on scrolling. It actually turns out almost every single post that they make is talking about winning Robux. Yeah, it's one of those. It turns out that if you comment, you get $10. If you retweet, you get $20 in Roblox. And if you like, you get $100. And if you like this video, you get nothing. And those same rules apply to this Twitter post because 218 people have commented their username. These gullible morons, I tell you. Anywho, there's two things I want to point out. First, note to myself, why is Epstein and Stephen Hawking trending? And the second thing is that they have a Discord server. And of course, I am the biggest Discord degenerate on the platform. Don't take my title. I decided to join the Discord server. And gee willy, welcome to Roblox HB with a snowflake icon. Welcome to our dynamic server. This was posted on Christmas, by the way. This guy is hustling during the holiday season. But Roblox HB here is telling me that I can get a whole bunch of special Robux rewards. Now, I did try to ask him directly for Robux, but he did not respond to me. That sucks. But as an impatient little snot-nosed kiddo, I decided I wanted to get fast Robux. I didn't want to get drop Robux. I don't want to drop my Robux, and the big drop is locked. So I'm getting fast Robux. That made no sense. But anyways, this is a 50 Robux giveaway, which is equivalent to 50 cents. This dude is quite charitable. But the rules, you must click the giveaway button below to join, which I can't because the giveaway ended. Which step 2 for more free Robux code. Not codes, code. Go to pleasegift.app. Can you guess what the website's gonna be? Well, if you said survey website, congratulations, because I can generate a Robux code. I click unlock my code and I need to complete offers. This is exactly like those YouTube giveaway live streams where they tell you to fill out surveys. And if I open up one of these links, it goes to level up rewards, which I say incorrectly just to annoy people. Now, I've talked about this way in depth in a different video, but basically these scammers make money when you finish these surveys, and these surveys, chances are they're gonna charge your parents' credit card and you're not gonna get anything. Now for me, I could go through the process of figuring out all these surveys and completing the offer so I can move on and get my Roblox code. And as you can see, as my verification completes, the task is not completed. But then I pull up with my trump card. Press the F12 key. Wow, revolutionary. But this is the JavaScript of the website. Now I could explain everything, but all of you would fall asleep and this would become an ASMR sleeping channel. But as I was browsing through this code, I came across this function check leads, where basically it checks to see whether or not I completed those leads. If I completed 2 or more leads, it is going to do these things. But this is where the genius came in. What if I just copy this code and I paste it in the console and I press enter? Oh, baby boy, what we got going on here? What if I copy the next line of code underneath it and I paste it in and I press enter and oh, what's that? I have completed every single offer. My genius is insurmountable. Thank you for completing the offers. Join our private code Robux Discord server. Oh, I can't show the invite link to this Discord server or else everyone won't have to do those surveys and make those scammers money. Oh, good golly me, that would be detrimental. Do not look at this invite link. But any hoot hollering and a half, I decide to join this Discord server. Oh, I gotta confirm I'm a human. I'm not. And good golly, welcome to the private code Robux Discord server. And this is the channels that they have. They have a rules channel, which is locked, a moderator channel, locked. Every single channel is locked except this announcements channel. Everyone, welcome to our hidden haven. Our team is diligently crafting top-notch features and establishing trustworthiness. We're aware that anticipation is high for the awaited gifts. Rest assured, just wait and we'll arrange the distribution now. Now, as on November 27th, as in 3 months ago, as in before this whole Discord server was made. Wait, hold on, what's that? No, it turns out September 4th, where he was doing the same thing. So yeah, if it wasn't clear, this scumbag is gonna string you along and pretend you're gonna get your Robux, but he's never gonna deliver. In fact, I even messaged him to give me Robux and he never responded. My heart is broken. I think he actually blocked me. No, he didn't. Okay. Anywho, if it wasn't obvious, this RBlox HB guy is the same as this RBlox HB guy. There's just a 1 at the end. But this RBlox HB fella is more of an idiot than you think. Alert, scammer by RBlox HB. This is not the real Hazem. Now, why is this scammer calling out someone who's not the real Hazem? Well, it turns out I stumbled across a little bit of kindergarten playground beef, because this Hazem guy, guess what he does? He also has free Robux giveaways. Come on, guys, you gotta report this account. He's not the real Hazem. He's a scammer. You need to report him. I'm also a scammer. Sorry, you don't want to report them. You want to go to report them. Yeah, it actually turns out that so many kids fall for these types of scams that just a whole bunch of people make accounts. This person here has a Discord server. I've checked it. There's really nothing on it. This person here got terminated. Thank goodness. This person is impersonating Builderman, the creator of Roblox. But then he also has a note that he's not affiliated to try and prevent getting himself banned like this guy. This fella here is Bad CC. He's the co-creator of Jailbreak. Oh, no, he's actually not. He's not affiliated with them. That definitely makes sense, and he's definitely not trying to impersonate him by doing Robux giveaway. Now, there is another website claimed robuxgiveaways.xyz, and when I tried going to it, my heart was broken. It got taken down. It's not scamming kids anymore. No! Yeah, anywho, since this guy had a temper tantrum that this guy is stealing his kids to scam, I wonder how he's gonna react to this video. I'm gonna be excited for that. But I'm also excited about another thing, because I get to give you even more brain damage than before. And big warning, this YouTube short I'm about to show you will give you brain damage. So my favorite YouTuber, Creekcrafter, has an ad on YouTube Shorts.
Roblox is giving away 1 million Robux. Yeah, that's right. You can win 1 million Robux.
First, open the app.
You know, this ad was going really good until they transitioned into the text-to-speech hip-hop music in the background, which I am going to turn off so I don't get demonetized, because I don't know what type of garbage music that is. Someone spent their time recording this video, editing this video, and purchasing this as an ad, giving money to YouTube so that you can download their crappy app. Now, these scams that I've shown you so far are meant to waste your time and give the scammers money. These next scams, though, do actual damage because they steal your Roblox account or worse. This viewer here sent me a YouTube short, which I have to mute for your own sanity. Do want to be verified? Well, the perks you get: free pizza and a star. All you do is you change your Roblox email to this one here, adoptmeverified2023email@gmail.com. I can't take this seriously. But what they want you to do is go to your Roblox settings and change your account email to their email. You are giving your Roblox account to scammers. These scams exist because people do fall for them. And also, while you're getting scammed, Roblox actually wanted me to tell you to add a passkey, add two-factor authentication to your Roblox account. It makes things a whole lot better in terms of security. Now, the final scam that I'm going to look at before I show you a viewer trying to get recruited by one of these scammers is a scam that really drives home. It's near and dear to my heart. One of my viewers got this DM saying, "Yo, I just found out a miner for Roblox." Please don't take that out of context. That actually gives you Robux if you let the app sit in the background. The app works for all PCs and laptops. If you're interested, try it yourself. And they send you a mega link saying that you can get 2,751 Robux. Now, when I was 9 years old and a stupid kid, I fell for a Club Penguin gold generator scam, in which I downloaded malware on my laptop. Those were the dark days. Now, I open up this link on Triage. As you can see, this is a virtual machine website. When I downloaded it, we got a file called robloxminer.exe. Yes, a random exe file from someone on Discord. That's definitely a great download idea. I don't know how people fall for this, but somehow people do. It turns out that this malware did not run because what it does is it actually goes through the registry and it tries to see if it's running on a virtual machine. And the malware didn't fully execute, which is a sad day for me. Yeah, but it turns out that didn't even matter at the end of the day because I tried downloading the exe file and it failed because Microsoft Defender called it a virus. So I still don't understand how people fall for this, but it happens, okay? It's just people on the internet. Kids don't even know their times tables this day and age. Of course they're gonna download robloxminer.exe. So let's add the cherry on top and talk about how one of my viewers tried to get recruited by these groups of scammers. So the conversation started off with the scammer saying, "Are you a YouTuber?" Kinda. My friend is looking for YouTubers with 350 plus subs and he will pay money for a video. He sends the channel link, and what is he supposed to do? Well, he's supposed to download this MediaFire link, which is to an MP4 file. And if I show you the video that he downloaded, oh god, it's not one of these. How to get voice chat on Roblox. And it goes through a tutorial, and basically what it does is it copies your Roblox cookie and tells you to send it to this website, which is a scam that I already covered in this video, which you can check out after this one. What are you getting paid to upload this scam video to scam scam kids, $4. Now this guy plays along and says that he'll upload it tomorrow, and he gets this thumbnail, which is a work of art. How to get 2020 voice chat. So just remember, for a whopping $4, you could scam kids on Roblox. What an absolute steal. Now, our viewer isn't a moron, and they said, I don't feel like scamming my viewers. But our scammer here is a tough negotiator. He says, what if we only take over 100,000 Robux? So you don't have to worry about scamming little kids. We're only going to scam the people with 100,000 Robux. There's a lot of mental gymnastics going on to try and make that sound ethical, but luckily our viewer says no. But this scammer is not only dumb, but he's also persistent. But how do you make money? And our viewer does web development, and you already know where this is going. Our persistent scammer tries to hire this guy as their scam website developer. At this point, I don't even know. My brain is completely sloughed off. I think these scams have made me stupid, and hopefully they've made you stupid too. Anywho, enjoy your weekend and use that time to recover your brain from the damage that you've endured in this video. Bye bye, I love you. Mwah! I'm going to be ruining a Roblox scam. I'm going to explain what these scammers are doing, expose their strategy, and finally, I'm going to completely annihilate their scam by spamming the crap out of them and then also deleting their system entirely. Now, to start, it's like almost every single Discord scam on the planet. Some random person contacts you, and this person says, hello, I am contacting you about your ban at Fashion Famous. Now, Fashion Famous is, yes, a very hit Roblox game. It is almost as captivating as Roblox Paintball, and I spend many hours on it. But anyways, I've been removed from this community for scamming or account theft. Now here's the thing, I never play Fashion Famous on this Discord account. In fact, I hide it in a little secret account in shame. So there'd be no possible way that I would actually scam someone, and this doesn't make any sense to me. So I tell good old Ben here that I'm not the scammer, this is complete horse crap. But Ben is not backing down. Really? Well, we're gonna have to post an announcement about you scamming people, and you're gonna get banned from every single server you're in. And my heart dropped. I do not want this. I want to make sure that I can appeal this, and of course Ben is very kind and provides an invite link that I can use. But I'm no idiot, and I said, how can I trust that you guys are the true Fashion Famous? Could I see some proof with this? And Ben sends me a Roblox group link to Fashion Famous. Now I open up this link and my heart drops a little bit. I notice that this is the real Fashion Famous group. They have 1 million members. I go down to experiences, and that is the Fashion Famous that I spend many of my hours on. But if I go back to the group, they have a Discord server. If I right click and just copy the link of this Discord server and I paste it into a random server, you'll notice this is the same Fashion Famous server. I am in a lot of trouble. However, my brain activates again and I realize that maybe I should take another look at this Fashion Famous group and just go to the Fashion Famous game. Maybe they have a Discord server link that I can look at. So I scroll down and I notice they have join our channels, and this is a Discord invite link. So I copy the link address and I put it back into Discord, and there's 2 different servers. Now, to explain what's going on, a lot of people think that this Roblox group, the original one that I've joined from the scammers, has been hacked. But what has really happened is that someone stole their invite link. Now, to show you how this works, I'm going to go to my Discord server, and as you can tell, this invite link is in the description of every single one of my videos. So I'm going to copy this invite code, and if I paste this invite link into this little tool, you can see that there is the no text-to-speech Discord server, and the main important thing is that there's this invite creator. Now, if I put in a vanity link, so my Discord server's vanity link is just NTTS, you'll notice that it doesn't tell me who is the person that made the invite. So using this, we can figure out which one of these servers is the real server and which one might have a vanity link. So I'm going to copy the smaller Fashion Famous server and I paste it into the little tool, and it shows that this was an invite created by someone. And if I copy the link of the scam server, you might already know what's about to happen. I paste in the link and you notice that there is no person that created the invite. In fact, this is a vanity link. Now, what has happened is that on this Roblox group, there is that normal Discord invite link. However, someone made a mistake because this invite link wasn't permanent. When you create a normal Discord invite, you actually have a couple options. You can select between 30 minutes up to 7 days for your invite, or unlimited. And if you don't have it as unlimited, these invite links will expire. But despite the link being invalid, it is still available on the group page. And these scammers saw that and made their Discord vanity link the same as this invite link. Now, of course, doing something like this gives them a lot of credibility because it is the official official group and it shows their scam Discord server. But the thing is that not a lot of people notice that, so the scam continues on. I ask, could I see some proof of me scamming someone? And they show me this screenshot. Of course, Ben is extremely helpful in this case, and you can see this Discord screenshot. Basically, I message someone and ask them to moderate for my group, and I send them a roblox.com/groups link. Obviously, this is a fake Roblox link, and it seems like they get hacked, and I say, LOL, effing idiot, thanks for the account, and apparently, I dropped the N-word for some reason, and this is completely absurd. These aren't my messages. I didn't scam this person. In fact, I don't even know this person, so I try pleading my case. Might just be someone trying to frame me or impersonate me, and Ben always trying to reassure me here by saying, probably. I mean, we've had many people trying to frame famous developers, and this strokes my ego a little bit. Of course, I'm a famous developer, and Ben tells me that I should still file an appeal so that I can clear my name and make sure it isn't me. And of course, I decide to continue on with the appeal. So I get invited to a support group chat. Now I should make it clear this is someone else that's actually scam baiting these guys. I'm just keeping their name anonymous and saying it's me just for the comedic factor, okay? So I join the support channel and I'm pleading my innocence. I mean, I'm giving them pages upon pages of proof that this isn't me. I mean, how can I prove myself? And I have this new character named Valky who says, do you mind screen sharing the DMs with this user? So of course I open up my little Discord, I go to my direct messages, but as you can tell in my DMs, there's absolutely nothing. I mean, Discord telling me that I've been breaking the terms of service by being in a bad server, but my innocence should be clear. But that's not enough for good old Ben to prove my innocence. So what they tell me to do is just open up Roblox, and I'm still screen sharing, showing my screen. It's basically like you guys are the scammers right now. You can see their perspective, and as you can tell, I'm in my Roblox account, ASDKOPUODF letters. Ben is saying that this is all good, and they're basically just asking, because once again, it's a group chat, there's multiple people talking, and they're just trying to make sure that I have ownership to the account, and that I just didn't hack this account yesterday or something. They then ask me to turn off my PIN, because I have two-factor authentication enabled. I am a security genius. So they tell me to turn it off, and why would I ever need to turn off two-factor authentication to show you that this is my account? I mean, I open it up, look at it, this is definitely a legitimate account of mine. Now, in terms of the psychology of what's going on, Ben basically tries to reassure me that, well, we know what we're doing, so I should feel more comfortable giving out this information. But this is not enough, and Ben decides to